Hi, I'm Julia. I'm cultured and sophisticated. Here's why. The following clips have been taken over the past couple of years. So let's start with a little backstory. In case you haven't noticed from the black hair and little eyes, I'm not from America. But if you didn't notice, that's totally okay because that picture was a little bit blurry. I was adopted and came to the US when I was about 6 months old. Hey look, that's me! Wee! Oh, okay. Well, maybe not, but you get the picture. Coming from another country, taking world language classes and courses with an international focus has inspired me to develop a more in-depth understanding of the world and inspired me to work for the International Skills Diplomacy seal. My first class with an international focus was human geography. It was different from regular geography classes because instead of learning about land, we learned about people. We learned how humans impacted the environment and vice versa. We learned how cultures formed and which ones have survived through time. This class was definitely beneficial to my future. I learned about things like globalization, the process of businesses developing focuses on an international scale, which was the first time I expressed an interest in international business and had an idea of what I might want to study in college. My sophomore year, I enrolled in my first Spanish class. This is probably where my interest in studies with an international focus grew the most. Learning a new language opened doors to other worlds. The only bad memory I have of Spanish class is making a C on a quiz. So the story behind this bad grade is that Spanish was really new to me. It wasn't exactly something I could only study from a book. It's a language, languages are spoken and practiced, and likewise, I had to speak and practice it to learn it. My traditional book and pen method had finally failed me, and I was forced to do something terrible. Be social. With all the native Spanish speakers at my school, I decided to start practicing my Spanish with other people. I met several ASOL and exchange students to practice with. In fact, there was even a girl who spoke almost no English in my Spanish 2 class. The first time I ever talked to her, my face went red. I had no idea if I was saying or pronouncing anything right, but I made it through and little by little, I gained confidence in speaking Spanish and even speaking in general. Since my sophomore year, I have eagerly participated in many extracurricular activities, including GHP for Spanish, GSU World Languages Day, Spanish Honor Society, and Spanish Immersion Camp. I'm sure you can see a theme there. I developed a passion for enhancing my foreign language skills and learning about the world. Some of the most memorable activities were the Georgia State University World Language Fair. I went with my school on September 29, 2017. Although it might not seem like much, I found it really encouraging. At times, I felt like even though I love studying foreign languages, with things like Google Translate and advancing technology, it might not be as beneficial for my future as I would hope. However, this event definitely proved that wrong. I learned about more things I could study abroad programs in college, work, and internship opportunities, and so much more. It also reminded me that even if I'm not studying a language for a future career, it's still beneficial because it helps you connect with other parts of the world. After the fair, I knew I definitely wanted to major in something with an international focus. To get this seal, I really had to look for volunteer opportunities, but one of the best opportunities wasn't one I looked for or even planned. On January 18th, I just happened to be staying after school and ran into a friend. This friend is an ESOL student from Honduras who has difficulty understanding English from time to time. Needed help with the math study guide and I was eager to help. We went to a math teacher who taught me how to do the study guide, and then I translated everything the math teacher said to Spanish. It was really fun, and probably a little weird for the teacher who's probably like, who's this foreign guy and this Spanish-speaking Asian chick, but still really fun. I felt great because I got to help out a friend and was once again reminded how great it is to learn another language and be able to help out like that, and I know my friend definitely appreciated it too. So now I'm a senior, merely months away from graduating, and I can say with confidence that developing an international focus has been the best thing I've done in high school to prepare me for my future. All of these experiences have shaped me into who I am. Learning Spanish has helped me become more social and make more friends. Working to meet the requirements for this seal has helped me realize what I want to study in the future and develop an in-depth cultural understanding. It's even helped me develop my sense of self. Coming from another country can be kind of weird, even if you came when you were really young. You feel like you don't belong to any one culture. But through these experiences, volunteering, taking the classes I've taken, and doing everything I have for this seal, I realized that you can fit into many, not just one. Thank you.
Voy a